think it had an effect maybe slightly more profound than it had nationally. I know statistics show that poverty was actually reduced in the late 60s and up through the mid-70s. Despite all the criticism, despite all the scandals of programs. And I know that people who worked at camp went on to become, you know, people of renown or people of substance that they might not have been were it not for their experience working for camp. I give you one example, like one of the young men that I hired was named Tommy Lee, and I think he had been active around campus in the Black Student Union, but he was hired to develop curriculum material. He didn't necessarily have any training in that area, but he certainly had the right sentiments. And when our Department of Labor funding was canceled, he had made enough name for himself, or enough notoriety for himself, that he was hired as the first black reporter not on the sports page by the Seattle Times. So he covered all sorts of issues, waterfront development, other things. I mean, there was this guy named Don Smith who recently died, who later went to work in the UW administration, who was the first reporter, but he was a sports writer and sort of fit into the stereotype of what blacks knew about and what blacks were good at and so on. So Tommy Lee became a reporter for the Times, and then he subsequently went back to the university, got a degree in literature. I think he got an advanced degree in literature even, and became a professor at Western Washington State U for a while before joining the UN. And he worked for a couple of decades in Africa on the World Food Program there. Now he might have done the same without his time at camp, but nevertheless camp provided him with some financial security, I mean a job, and introduced him to a lot of people around the community and so on.